Good evening, my friends. Tonight, I am going to resolve one of the greatest paradoxes in manifestation. Tonight, I am going to show you how to let go of your desire without giving up on your desire. This confuses nearly everyone who studies the law. They hear let go and they think it means stop wanting. They hear detach and they think it means stop caring. They hear surrender and they think it means give up. But this is not what letting go means. Not at all. Tonight you will learn the difference between letting go and giving up. You will learn how to release your desperate grip on your desire while simultaneously remaining absolutely faithful to your assumption. You will learn how to detach from the outcome while staying completely committed to the state. This is the paradox. And when you understand it, when you truly grasp how to let go without giving up, manifestation becomes effortless. Let me first show you what happens when you hold on too tightly to your desire. You want something desperately. You think about it constantly. You check for signs obsessively. You analyze every circumstance, every synchronicity, every moment, trying to see if it is working. You wake up in the morning and immediately think, is it here yet? Has it manifested? Let me check my bank account. Let me see if there are any signs. Throughout your day, your mind returns to your desire again and again. When will it come? How will it come? What if it doesn't come? Am I doing this right? Maybe I need to visualize more. Maybe I need to affirm more. Your desire consumes you. It dominates your thoughts. It creates anxiety, desperation, and constant vigilance. This is holding on too tightly. And holding on too tightly is the very thing that pushes your desire away. Why? Because desperate holding comes from lack. It comes from the state of not having. It comes from fear that if you do not hold on tightly enough, your desire will slip away. But your desire cannot slip away. It already exists in consciousness. The only thing preventing it from manifesting is your desperate grasping, which affirms that you do not have it. Think of it like holding sand. When you grip sand tightly in your fist, trying desperately to hold every grain, what happens? The sand slips through your fingers. The tighter you grip, the more you lose. But when you relax your hand, when you let go of the desperate grip, the sand rests peacefully in your open palm. This is the paradox. Holding on tightly pushes away. Letting go allows manifestation. Now, before I teach you how to let go, let me be clear about what giving up looks like, because you must understand the difference. Giving up means abandoning your desire entirely, deciding it is not possible for you, accepting lack as your permanent reality, returning to the old state of consciousness, living as though you will never have what you want. Giving up is resignation. It is defeat. It is saying, I wanted this, but I cannot have it, so I will stop trying. Giving up comes from disbelief. It comes from the assumption that the law does not work, that your desire is impossible, that you are not worthy or capable of having what you want. This is not what I am teaching you tonight. Giving up is not the answer. Giving up keeps you trapped in lack. What I am teaching you is something completely different. I am teaching you to let go while remaining in the state, to release the desperate grip while holding the assumption, to surrender the how and when while staying faithful to the what. Letting go means releasing your desperate attachment to how and when your desire will manifest. It means trusting consciousness to deliver your desire without needing to control every detail. It means resting in the state of the wish fulfilled without anxiously monitoring whether it is working. Let me break this down. When you hold on too tightly, you have very specific ideas about how your desire must manifest. The money must come through my job. They must call me first. The healing must happen through this specific treatment. You are not just assuming the end. You are trying to dictate the bridge. You are trying to control the path consciousness uses to deliver your desire. This creates resistance. Why? Because you are limiting infinite consciousness to your finite ideas about possibility. Letting go of the how means I know I have my desire in consciousness. I do not know how it will manifest in physical form, and I do not need to know. Consciousness will build the bridge. My job is to stay in the state. This is trust. This is faith. This is letting go without giving up. When you hold on too tightly, you become obsessed with timing. Why hasn't it happened yet? It's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 years. When will it finally manifest? You are measuring, calculating, worrying about time. And every moment you spend anxious about when is a moment you spend in the state of not having. Letting go of the when means, I have my desire now in consciousness. The physical manifestation will appear at the perfect time. I do not need to know when. I simply know it is done. This is patience, not passive waiting but active trust. You are not waiting for your desire. You are resting in your desire, knowing the shadow will appear when the light is ready. You must let go of the need. This is perhaps the most important aspect of letting go. When you hold on too tightly, you need your desire to feel complete. You need it to feel happy. You need it to feel worthy. You need it to feel like your life has meaning. This need is the problem. Why? Because need comes from lack. When you need something, you are affirming you do not have it. You are dwelling in the state of incompleteness, and consciousness creates from the state you dwell in. Letting go of the need means, I have my desire in consciousness, and that fulfills me now. I do not need the physical manifestation to feel complete. I am already complete. The physical manifestation is simply the icing on the cake. This is the ultimate detachment, not detachment from the desire itself, but detachment from needing the physical form to feel fulfilled. When you truly let go without giving up, you enter a very specific state of consciousness. I call it peaceful certainty. Not anxious hoping, not desperate grasping, not fearful watching, but peaceful certainty. You are certain your desire is yours. This certainty is unshakable. You know it the way you know your own name. There is no doubt, but you are also peaceful. You are not consumed by it. You are not checking constantly. You are not desperate for it to appear. You are simply resting in the knowing that it is done. Now let me teach you the practical method for letting go without giving up. Step 1. Establish your assumption firmly. Before you can let go, you must first establish what you are not letting go of. You are not letting go of your desire. You are not letting go of your assumption. You are not letting go of the state of the wish fulfilled. You are letting go of the desperate grip, the anxious checking, the obsessive monitoring. So first, firmly establish your assumption. I have my desire. It is done in consciousness. This is absolute fact. Feel this, know this, settle into this with complete certainty. Only when you have truly assumed your desire can you let go of the anxiety around it. Step 2. Recognize what is already done. Remind yourself in consciousness, my desire is already accomplished. There is nothing more I need to do to create it. It exists. It is mine. The work is complete. This recognition is crucial. When you understand the work is already done in consciousness, you realize there is nothing to anxiously hold on to. You are not holding on to a possibility. You are resting in a reality. Step 3. Release the timeline. Say to yourself, I do not know when this will manifest in physical form, and I do not need to know. Time is irrelevant. In consciousness, it is already done. The physical manifestation will appear at the perfect moment. Then stop counting days. Stop measuring time. Stop asking when. The when is none of your concern. Your concern is the state. Occupy the state, and let time take care of itself. Step 4. Release the pathway. Say to yourself, I do not know how this will manifest, and I do not need to know. Consciousness will build the bridge. Opportunities I cannot foresee will appear. Circumstances I cannot imagine will align. I trust the process completely. Then stop trying to figure out the how. Stop planning the path. Stop limiting consciousness to your ideas about possibility. Let consciousness surprise you with the how. Step 5. Find fulfillment in the state itself. This is the key to true detachment. Find your satisfaction not in the physical manifestation, but in the state of consciousness. When you can feel wealthy in consciousness and be satisfied with that feeling, even before the money appears, you have let go of the need. When you can feel loved in consciousness and be complete in that feeling, even before the person appears, you have let go of the desperate grasping. The physical manifestation becomes a bonus, a pleasant confirmation rather than a necessity for your happiness. Step 6. Live your life fully. Here is how you know you have let go. You can think about your desire without obsessing over it. You can go hours or even days without checking for signs. You can engage fully in your present life while your desire manifests behind the scenes. Letting go means you return to living, not waiting, not watching, not hoping. Living. You go to work. You enjoy hobbies. You spend time with friends. You engage with the present moment. Your desire is settled in consciousness, and you trust it is working itself out while you live your life. This is the paradox. The more you can live as though you do not desperately need your desire, the faster it manifests. Why? Because living fully is the state of having, not the state of lacking. This concept of letting go without giving up is what I call the Sabbath. In the Bible, God created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh. The rest was not laziness or abandonment. The rest was knowing the work was complete. When you assume your desire, when you plant the seed in consciousness, you have done your work. The seed is planted. Now you rest. Resting does not mean giving up. It means trusting that the seed will grow without you anxiously digging it up every day to check on it. Imagine a farmer who plants seeds and then immediately digs them up to see if they are growing. He does this every day, planting, digging up, checking, replanting. What happens? The seeds never grow. His anxious interference prevents the natural process. But the wise farmer plants the seed and then rests. He does not dig it up. He does not anxiously check it. He trusts the process. He waters it appropriately, tends the soil when needed, but mostly he rests, knowing the seed will become a harvest in due season. This is Sabbath. This is letting go without giving up. You plant the seed in consciousness through assumption. Then you rest in faith, knowing the harvest will come. Let me clarify something important. Detachment is not the same as indifference. Indifference means you do not care. You have lost interest. The desire no longer matters to you. Detachment means you care deeply, but you do not need the physical form to feel complete. You have your desire in consciousness, and that satisfies you. The physical form will be wonderful when it arrives, but you are already fulfilled. Indifference is giving up. Detachment is letting go. Here is a simple test. If someone asked you about your desire and you feel nothing, no joy, no satisfaction, no connection, that is indifference. You have abandoned the desire. But if someone asked about your desire and you feel peaceful certainty, quiet joy, satisfied knowing, that is detachment. You have let go of the desperate grip while remaining in the state. Now let me explain why letting go. True letting go, not giving up, actually speeds up your manifestation. When you hold on desperately, you are in the state of lack. Every anxious thought, every desperate check, every fearful worry is an affirmation. I do not have this yet, and consciousness creates from the state you occupy. So you create more lack, more waiting, more absence. But when you let go, when you release the desperate grip and rest in the assumption, you are in the state of having. You are peaceful because you have your desire in consciousness. You are certain because you know it is done. And consciousness creates from this state. It creates having. It creates certainty. It creates manifestation. The paradox is this. The less you need it to appear, the faster it appears. Why? Because not needing it to appear is the state of having it. Think about things you already have. Do you desperately need your hands to appear? Do you anxiously check whether they are still attached to your body? No. You take them for granted because you have them. When you can take your desire for granted in consciousness, when you can be so certain you have it that you do not need to check, you are in the state of possession, and the state of possession manifests possession. Let me tell you about a woman who learned this principle through experience. She desired to be in a relationship with a specific person. For months she practiced every technique. She visualized, she affirmed, she did the state akin to sleep technique every night. But she was also desperate. She was sitting by her phone waiting. She checked the post constantly. She analyzed every interaction. She was consumed by the desire to the point where it ruled her life, and nothing happened. Months passed. The relationship did not manifest. She came to me frustrated and exhausted. I am doing everything right, she said. Why is it not working? I said, you are not doing everything right. You are holding on too tightly. You are strangling your desire with desperation. But if I let go, she said, won't that mean I am giving up? No, I told her. Letting go means releasing the desperate grip while staying in the state. You can stop checking your phone and still know you are loved. You can stop analyzing every moment and still remain in the assumption of the relationship fulfilled. Let go of the how and when. Keep the what. She understood. She went home and made a decision. I am in a loving relationship with this person. This is done in consciousness. Now I let go of needing to see how or when it manifests. I rest in the knowing that it is done. And she truly let go. She stopped waiting by the phone. She stopped waiting desperately. She stopped analyzing. She returned to living her life fully. Let me give you a simple daily practice for mastering this principle. In the morning, establish the assumption. Wake up and immediately assume your desire is fulfilled. Feel it. Know it. This sets your state for the day. I have this. It is done. In consciousness, I am already living in my desire fulfilled. Throughout the day, live fully. Go about your life. Work. Play. Engage. Do not spend your day checking for signs or obsessing over your desire. If your mind drifts to your desire, simply remind yourself, it is done. I do not need to check. I rest in this knowing. Then return to whatever you were doing. In the evening, release the day. Before bed, consciously let go of any anxiety, any desperate thoughts, any grasping that accumulated during the day. I release the how. I release the when. I release the need to see it now. I rest in the certainty that it is done in consciousness. Then do your state akin to sleep practice. Fall asleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. This rhythm, morning assumption, daily living, evening release, will train you to let go without giving up. Here is the ultimate truth about letting go. The moment you can truly let go is the moment you no longer need to. When you have so completely assumed your desire, when you have so fully embodied the state, when you are so absolutely certain it is yours in consciousness, you naturally let go. Not as an effort, not as a technique, but as a natural result of truly knowing. You do not hold tightly to things you know you possess. You simply have them. And when you know you have your desire in consciousness, when you truly, deeply, unshakably know, you let go of the desperate grasping automatically. This is mastery, not forcing yourself to let go, but naturally releasing because you are so certain of possession. How do you know when you have truly let go without giving up? Here are the signs. You stop checking constantly. Hours or even days pass without you thinking obsessively about your desire. When you do think of it, it is with peaceful certainty, not anxious hope. You can engage fully in the present moment. You are not perpetually waiting for your desire to appear. You are living now, enjoying now, being present now. The circumstances do not disturb you. When something appears to contradict your assumption, you remain peaceful. You know it is just the old reflection, and you trust your new state is already creating the new reality. You feel fulfilled now. You do not need the physical manifestation to feel complete. You are satisfied in consciousness, and the physical form will be a bonus. You have stopped trying to force or control. You are not manipulating, scheming, or trying to make things happen. You have planted the seed and you trust the harvest. These signs indicate you have mastered the paradox. You have let go of the desperate grip while remaining absolutely faithful to your assumption. Tonight I want you to practice letting go without giving up. Before you fall asleep, establish your assumption firmly. I have my desire. It is done in consciousness. This is absolute truth. Feel this, know this, rest in this. Then consciously let go. I release the how. I release the when. I release the need to see it manifest right now. I trust consciousness to deliver this in the perfect way at the perfect time. Feel the relief of letting go. Feel the peace of not having to control everything. Feel the faith of knowing it is done even though you do not see it yet. Then fall asleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. Tomorrow when you wake, return to your assumption. But throughout your day, practice letting go. Stop checking, stop obsessing, live fully, trust completely. This is the way. Hold the assumption with certainty. Release the anxiety with faith. Letting go does not mean giving up. Letting go means trusting. You let go of the desperate grip. You do not let go of the desire, you let go of the how and when. You do not let go of the what, you let go of the need for physical proof. You do not let go of the certainty in consciousness. This is the paradox that unlocks everything. When you can want something deeply, assume it completely, and simultaneously release your desperate attachment to how and when it manifests, you have mastered manifestation. You are faithful to your assumption while peaceful in your detachment. You are certain of your desire while relaxed in your trust. You hold on to the state while letting go of the strain. Do this and watch as your desires manifest with an ease that will astound you. Not because you worked harder, but because you learned to let go without giving up. Thank you and good evening. As always, thank you for joining me on this journey into the depths of consciousness. Remember, you are not here by accident. You are here because your soul is ready for this truth. Take these teachings and let them transform not just your mind, but your entire reality. Until we meet again in consciousness, keep assuming your greatness and living from the end of your desires. This is Best of Lectures, and I'll see you in the next video.